crooked. What's with that? So I'll just wait for all my friends to come back on here. Sorry I have to cut you off all the time and change and make new videos, but I think it's a good thing because otherwise you don't know what you're looking at when you're, you know, because there's so many stuff in it. So, we shall begin. I want to see if I can play some of these pieces. So I keep writing down all these songs that I like. Garden Party, The Old Gray Mare, I'll Light the Fire, Sun Arise, Taps. We've got Trees and Rocks, Let the Sun Shine In. Oh, let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Okay, let's see if it's still in tune. Hi, Susan, you're back. Okay, so we're going to start with Let the Sun Shine In, shall we? I love you guys. Okay, but you're not in front of me. You should be in front of me too. I could turn my chair. That's hopefully without breaking it apart. It's an old chair. Oh, let the sun shine. Oh, let the sun shine. Okay, maybe I know it. Maybe. Okay, I know where the notes are. Now I just have to make them not squeak. I think this needs more of this stuff. I got it off a tree. It's because Ottawa is a long way to go to get a block of rosin. I guess I could order one online, but I probably have to pay. It's not really. There, I feel a lot of drag on it now. The drag on. Oops, don't fall and break. I had a great big piece. It's on a fork. Huge chunk. But this is a bit because it fell. I finished. It's really squeaky. So what did you say? What did you say? Someone is speaking. Hi, Susan. You love violin music. So this is oh let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Oh, let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. Oh, let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. We could ask YouTube to play it. Shall we do that? Okay, Google. On YouTube Music, play Let the Sun Shine In. I'll have a drink of my tea.
Got it. Aquarius, Let the Sunshine In. The Flesh Failures by the Fifth Dimension. Playing on YouTube Music.
Is this the right one? I put some fennel in it. Remember this? Grade 10. Mars. The dawning of the age of Aquarius. Oh, that was pine resin. I went to a pine tree that I had cut a branch off of, and I scraped up all the white stuff coming out, and I put it in a container, and I melted it, and then I stirred it with a fork. This is not Let the Sun Shine In. Aquarius. Does it start out like that? Ah, that's how it goes. I have a blooming flower. Want to see it? I'm getting distracted, sorry. Makes you want to dance, doesn't it? Let the sun shine in the sunshine. Okay, Google, stop. Sorry. I can't play that because I have to learn the other one, which you just said is, Linda was saying, Mommy told me something, a little girl said no. It's all about the devil. I have learned to hate him so. So let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Oh Let the Sun Shine In, face it with a grin.
Alright,
Thanks,
playing
Linda.
Let the Sunshine In on YouTube Music.
Mommy told me something a little kid should know. It's all about the devil, and I've learned to hate him so. She said he causes trouble when you let him in the room, and he'll never ever leave you if your heart is filled with gloom.
To let the sun shine in, face it with a grin.
Smilers never lose, and frowners never win.
Shine in, face it with a grin.
Open up your heart
And let the sun shine in. How nice, Linda.
you are unhappy. The devil wears a grin, but always starts to run when the light comes pouring in. I know he'll be unhappy 'cause I'll never wear a frown. Maybe if we keep on smiling, he'll get tired of hanging round. If I forget to say my prayers, the devil jumps me free. But he feels so awful, awful when he sees me on my knees. So if you're full of trouble and you never seem to win, just open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in.
Face it with a grin.
Smilers never
Lose and frowners never win.
so let the
Sun shine in, face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. I need those words. She says he causes trouble when you let him in the room, and he'll never ever leave you if your heart is.
Mommy told me something a little kid should know. It's all about
About the devil, and I've learned to hate him so.
if I forget to say my prayers, the devil jumps me free. But he feels so awful, awful when he sees me on my knees. So if you're full of trouble and you never seem to win, just open up your heart and let the sun shine in. So let the sun shine in.
Face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. Let the sun shine. Face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Smilers never and let the sun shine in. That's a really cute song, isn't it? It's very true. Okay, Google, stop. So, let's see if we can do it again. Okay, I'm going to have to learn that one. I don't know it yet. Okay, so move on. La dee da dee da, la dee da dee da. I don't know that one either. Water, water, cool, clear water. Water, water, water. Let's go back to what I know. Let's do Washerwoman. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Irish Washerwoman. And then,
Irish Washerwoman by Fiddle Band. Sure. Playing on YouTube Music.
isn't it wonderful? I love this one. I can't play it this fast. Or with all those notes. It's a lot of notes. Do you like this one? We're so blessed to be able to have this just instant whatever we want to hear. Okay, now we'll hear a very rough version of that. Okay, Google, stop. So. Was that even the same one? Yeah. I practice it every day, it's bound to get better. Okay, and then there's Swallowtail. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Swallowtail. Swallowtail.
Swallowtail by Wolf Alice. Sure.
How's your
Playing on
bread,
YouTube
Linda? Is
Music.
it done now? Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Swallowtail Reel. Is it a reel or a waltz?
Got it. Playing the Dubliner Swallow's Tail Reel on
That's it.
YouTube Music.
This is the intro. This does not sound anything like it. Thanks, Susie Q. Okay, Google, stop. I know it was lovely, but it wasn't Swallowtail. So how should I tell them what it is? Swallowtail jig. It's a jig or a reel. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Swallowtail Jig.
Okay, Swallowtail Jig, Lanigan's Ball by Celtica. Playing on YouTube Music.
Oh, this is... I would love to play like that. That is so fast. I don't play that fast. So it's called Swallowtail Jig. The other one was Irish Washerwoman. I don't know this part at all. I just have the two parts. This is going way on and on and on. I don't know any of this part. But one day, okay, Google, stop. Whoa, it's nothing like that. How does it go? I don't remember. Oh well. That's another one that I'm in the process of learning, and I like this one. Now this one is Ludlow's theme. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Ludlow's theme.
Sure, The Ludlows by James Horner.
It
Playing
does,
on
doesn't
YouTube
it?
Music.
Da-da-dum, 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 dum-dum-dum, da-da-da-dum. It's quiet, eh? Maybe so. Ludlow's theme. I don't know all of it. So I have to turn on the music and play and then turn it off and turn it on. Yes, how is everybody tonight? Okay, Google stop. Okay, now. Oh, I don't know. I think I got a doubt in my head that I can't do it. That I don't want everybody to hear me do it right. I finally woke up. Lol, I sleep so incredibly much. Well, it's probably good for your heart to be sleeping. You know, until you can get your operation and get all fixed up, it's probably the best thing to do. Just let your body tell you what to do and go with it. Not that I know anything, but that's what I would say. So I don't know if I can play this one. No, that's not it. Okay, well that was an exercise in futility. So shall we play something else? I'm taking requests. It has to be something I know. So let's try hey, I know Mari's Wedding. No, that's what I just played, wasn't it? Mari's Wedding. Do da da and do si do da 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 dum da 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 Mari's Wedding. Mari's Wedding. La la la. Why can't I remember it? It's gone. Okay, we'll play something else. How about... We'll start with Home on the Range. That one I know. A better bow. You see, then it wouldn't make all these squeaky sounds so badly, I think. I think that might be part of my problem. How often at night, when the heavens are bright, and the light from the glittering stars, have I stood there amazed, and as the Goodbye, Susie Q. Where's the one about the zephyrs blow? Is that a different song? So that's Give Me a Home. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. What's another one? How about, I like my grandfather's clock. My grandfather's clock was too large for the shell, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller half than the whole mountain, so it weighed not a pennyweight more. It was born on the morn of the day that he was born. It was something and joy, but it stopped short, never to go again. It's stopping. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. I have to ask you about doing some work one evening. I'll have to talk to you about that if you want, if you have time. Oh, and did you get a new place to live? Obviously, you don't live here, so you must have found something else because this is the next best thing to anything. Okay, so Oh, Susanna. It was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Sue. Oh, Susanna. You know, after listening to YouTube Music play Swallowtail and Irish Washerwoman, I'm not new to your channel, but first time to chat. Wait a minute, Linda Moore, you live in Alaska? I have a friend, Linda Moore, that lives in Toronto. Well, I have to write you down in my book. Hold everything. I thought you were the other Linda. How could that possibly be? How could I get it wrong? Okay, L for Linda. Lovely Linda. H-I-J-K. L. Linda. L-Y-N-D-A-M-O-O-R-E. Alaska. I love how they have the Northern Star on your flag. I mean, on the road signs. Isn't that cool, the Big Dipper and the Northern Star? I think that's so cool. Alaska. Whereabouts in Alaska do you live? A. You don't have to tell us if you don't want. It can just be Alaska if you want to be anonymous. So what's it like up there right now? Like, you have 6 months of darkness? Is it that bad? Are you in Juneau down low, or are you up north? Alaska. Linda Moore. And here I thought it was the other one that was Moore. I went to Juneau. Are you in the backwoods? I think Alaskan Airlines is the coolest airlines ever. I love the pilots on there. They are so hilarious. Do you live near a glacier? Yeah, Linda is a pretty name, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good one. It's so nice that you're here. You get to hear me play my violin. I mean, this is a big deal. Like, I don't just play for anyone, you know. You 4 people. 4 people with 5 thumbs ups. Oh, we're moving up. All right, so what else should I play for you? I play my drum for you. Seven people are here now. Well, hello, everyone. I'm just trying to pick out some pretty tunes, but, you know, it's kind of rough because I'm, you know, blah, 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 blah. Excuses. I should just practice more, shouldn't I? Okay, next. I guess there's a lag, isn't there? Oh, wait, this is the first time we've chatted, so maybe the other one was my Linda Moore friend. I don't think she spelled it L-Y. Interesting. Okay, so what's another song? This is not very nice to do to you. Clementine. we go. That was kind of pretty all right. There's a lot of really high squeaky stuff in there, and I'm not sure if it's tuned wrong. Should reverberate, right? That reverberates better, right? Oh, thank you, Ellen. It's tinny. That's better. It's flat, isn't it? There. Does that sound right? Sounds better. Let's see if it sounds better if I play it again. What did that say? You almost drowned? But why was that having to do with your feet? You drowned because your feet were too big? Right, I missed something. How about the Yellow Rose of Texas? I haven't played that one for a while, so it might be kind of rotten at the beginning. We got out one verse. The Yellow Rose. There was a Yellow Rose of Texas, and there was another one, the Red River Valley. Yes. How does that one go? Red. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play Red River Valley. There's a Red River Valley band too, you know.
All right, Red River Valley by Michael Martin Murphey, playing on YouTube Music.
Oh, from this valley, they say you were going. Okay, Google, stop. Doesn't that sound off? Come and sip on my song if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. And the one who has loved you so true. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your presence, sweet smile. Others say you are chill, the sunshine. The light is bright and bright, and our path are warm. Yes, almost drowning would make you feel very, it would be very traumatic. One of my children, I think it might have been Daniel, when he was a baby, we went to the beach and he just ran right down the hill, right into the water and under the water. It was awful. I ran out and grabbed him. But he's been swimming ever since, so I guess it didn't affect him too terribly. Well, this has been fun, hasn't it? Hey, Susan, after you left last night, I played Irene, Goodnight, Irene. We also sing it when we have the children, or when Willem used to sing it for the children to put them to sleep. It was foxes sleep in the forest, lions sleep in their dens, goats sleep on the mountainside, and piggies sleep in their pens. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Whales sleep in the ocean. Zebras sleep on land. Camels sleep in the sand. Hippos sleep by the water. No. Hippos sleep in the water. No. And camels sleep in the sand. Oh, I was singing you to sleep. Did it work? That's cool. People say I put them to sleep. They turn me on to go to bed. I say, I'm going to go to sleep now, so I'll play this, which will put me to sleep. I can bore anybody to death. It's really nice to do these videos because I can just talk and talk and talk, and I'm not monopolizing the conversation. It's when I don't have anything to say and I just want to listen that I don't make videos, because you don't want to listen to someone who's a listener, who's just listening. So that's when I watch YouTube. Have to keep up on all these disastrous things out there. I'm not even going to the war stuff. I'm not even going to start listening to that. I wonder if it'll affect us all. I wonder if any of these wars that are about to start are going to affect us. Well, who cares? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like, what's her name says? Scarlett O'Hara. I'll think about it tomorrow. Tara. She loved her property, Tara. It was a pretty good movie, wasn't it? Yeah, it was good. Did you ever read the book? Oops, it goes away so quickly. It kept you up late last night. Yeah, I didn't go to bed till like 12:30. It was almost 1. I went down and watched the latest news. They've cleaned up things on the bridge, I think. I thought they were all parked on the bridge, but maybe those are people waiting to cross. Anyway, it was really kind of fun to watch how it all ended. I just love Canada. I just love the peacefulness of Canada. They don't want to rough people up. They don't want to hurt people. They gave them every single chance to leave. And a lot of them did. And they only had like 20 left or something. You never read Gone with the Wind? Did you watch the movie? We saw it when it first came out. We went to Atlanta. My father took us. I was quite young, and my sister, of course, had already read the book. She wore War and Peace when she was like 10. Give me a break. Every Christmas, every time I've ever been with her, she's always got a book, which she can immediately dive into. But I think she reads before she goes to bed. I check up on my messages and stuff when I go to bed. Speaking of bed. Okay, so here we go with Irene. How long do they keep people when they arrest them for protesting? Do they just keep them overnight, or do they? I was very impressed. I was just very impressed. There was no tear gas. It was all just very pleasant and quiet, and they just slowly moved the line forward. And then all these protesters came in behind the line, and so then they brought another line of police, and they surrounded them. I wonder how they're going to do it in Ottawa. I think they're just going to go from one border to the next, one bridge to the next, and clean that all up, and then they'll come and do Ottawa. But I don't know. But it makes you wonder how secure your country is if they can just do that. You know? Like down there when the Capitol was, whatever it's called, they all left pretty soon. It was only a few hours. It didn't last for 14 days. Actually, this is day 17 in Ottawa now. They're just enjoying themselves. They're having a lovely party. But they have no... Anyway, blah, blah, blah. You live in Kenai, on the Kenai Peninsula, about 70 miles north of Homer. I will write that down, Linda. Kenai. Kenai. Isn't there a national park there? Yes, they're a very nice police, aren't they? I love it when I can write down where people are from. I just love that. Linda Moore, Alaska. Kenai. Kenai. So you haven't told us yet. Is it dark, like lots of hours there? I think your internet is lagging. Oh, mine. Oh, Linda's is lagging or mine? Well, it's way up in Alaska. What do we expect? How are you, like, in the woods? Or are you in a city? 370 hours. The German has been there? I don't know what that meant. All right, so foxes sleep in the forest, lions sleep in their den, goats sleep on the mountainside, and piggy and paisley sleep in their den. I read good night. I read good night. I read good night. Good night, good night, I'll sleep. My dream. Hippos. No. By the water, sunlight, and camels sleep in the sand. I read good night. I read good night. Good night. I'll sleep dreams. You know, we're going to go on a mission, Willem and I. We put in our papers. And it's supposed to be from something like May to October. And it'll be like 5 days a week. So we'll come home, I don't know, we'll be home 2 days a week. And it may vary what days we're there and what days we're not. I don't know what we're going to do about our house. I guess we'll see if somebody wants to live here. Maybe. Maybe we'll just have people come and check on it. Put a big chain across the lane. Anyway, so when we're working there, you know what our job is going to be? This is going to be really cool. Our job is going to be, it's a camp, and it's 100 acres or something like that, or maybe it's more, and it's up in the woods, lakes country, up in the Kawarthas, it's north of Peterborough, up near Buckhead. If you look it up, there's a Facebook group called Thomas S. Monson Camp. Anyway, so our job, we won't be like the directors, we'll be under the directors, but I think there'll be 6 of us. There'll be 2 directors and our friends Corliss and, can I remember her husband's name, and me and Willem. And so our jobs will be to fix things, repair things, you know, like a hinge on the doors comes off, and we'll be doing like mowing the lawn and bringing out tables and cleaning up the outhouses. Willem has already said he'll do that for me. I don't really want to do the outhouses. He's not grossed out. Things don't gross him out, which is good. Nice. And trimming paths, trimming trees, branches, and I think it's going to be awesome. You know, like I'll be able to come home and get basketry materials, or maybe I'll just harvest them somewhere out there, and I'll be able to sit around, and it'll be camp, right? So this is like girls camp and young men's camp and the family camps. 27 Fahrenheit and snowing again. We were having almost 9 hours of daylight, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Well, that's not much different than we're having. We are 8 a.m. to 5:30 or something. I think the sun had not set at 5 today. Maybe it's getting later. So, but soon you're going to have, the sun won't go down, right? How lovely that is. I love it. I remember when we did the taku. You're not supposed to tell people you're gone until you get back. Oh yes, well we're not really going to go. I think somebody will live here. Anyway, but our neighbors are good. We watch their house and they watch our house, so we're okay. But, and they're always there. And we're always here. So, so it's in the woods, and I wonder if there's trails in the woods. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh man, I could have the most awesome time. And it's going to be, we're going to be missionaries. We're not going to be like proselyting missionaries that knock on your door and say, hello, we're representatives of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. No, we're not going to do that. So it'll be the districts or the stakes and the regions. They'll be having their conferences. Like there'll be maybe 500 youth that come with so many adults, and they will be, we can eat what they bring, but most of it'll be things like spaghetti and, you know, all those things. Well, you can watch over my house, right? You'll be here. I know what'll happen. Scarlet and her pigs. Yes, she could put her pigs in here. Gosh, her house is not, those animals, it's a barn when animals are around. Even though they have their place and they still track straw all around and they have accidents, you know, it's still toilet training things going on. Anyway, whatever. My frog couch was where she raised her 2 goats, her first goats. It did not look very good. But now it's all been washed up. I put everything in the laundry and it's all okay. So I still have my wonderful couch. I have to put my hair in the front so you can see how long and beautiful it is. See, isn't it long and beautiful? Look, it's even too long to show at the end of it. It's working! Yes, it's getting long. But it's too hot. So anyway, so we're going to go and there'll be a campfire every night. Like this will be what they do. Like they have, at girls camp, there's a manual, and they get a certificate or something for doing the 4 years. It's a 4-year program. So the first kids are like 14 and then 15, 16, 17, maybe 18. Living in a barn. My mother would go out to see her horse. She had a horse named Princess Pat, and she would go out and sleep with her horse. Curl up beside him in the hay. Can you imagine having a horse that loved you, that you loved? I've been with lots of horses, but they don't know me, and they didn't love me. I was like another rider. Here comes another rider. And they didn't always trust me. You know, you could see it in their eyes. My grandfather used to paint horses, and some of the horses he painted were not very happy, friendly horses, and some were wonderful. It's amazing how you can do that with the eyes, eh? So I'll take gourds, and I'll paint gourds, and I'll make baskets, and I'll trim, maybe I'll make pathways in the woods. There must be pathways, there must be trails, and I'll just take care of trails. Maybe I'll wheelbarrow sawdust around and put on the roots. You know, I'll have fun. And who knows, I think there's a little garden there too. I could help out the garden. I could bring my trailer with a load of manure, or, you know, all very well rotted, or straw or leaves or whatever it is that the garden needs, and I could have a wonderful time doing this. Oh you have a horse that loves you. I was wondering if somebody out there did. That would be wonderful. I don't even have a dog that loves me now. I did have a dog, and he would sleep on my feet all the time. He was a nice dog. He was very big, and he didn't shed. He would chase the sheep next door. I was lucky they didn't shoot him, because that was one thing they warned me about. They said, well, the last people that lived here, our dog would come over there. They'd feed our dog, so our dog will probably show up. But if our dog came over there, they'd shoot it. My neighbors, oh my goodness. Not the ones that would watch over my house. Anyway. We all have neighbors. None of us choose our neighbors. Not like we choose our friends. I went to church today. I haven't been to church since Christmas. I've been watching it on Zoom. It's a whole different thing to be there with all the people and hang out with them. That's nice. If you have a dog that loves you. You know, I think dogs are just it's like a little love machine, a little love box, like the Lord knew that there would be times that we wouldn't always know about him, or, we would need love, and so he made dogs. They just love you. They just so love you. I love to have a dog and be loved by the dog. We used to have a dog when I grew up, and he would sleep on our bed. It's my turn to have Frisky. No, you had Frisky last night. I get Frisky. Well, I get the cat. I get Tammy. No, she's my cat. I used to have this blanket, and I'd carry it around, and I'd rub my mouth with this blanket all the time. And I think I was pretty old when my blanket disappeared, and there was a cat in my bedroom. She was a nice cat, Tammy. She had really long hair. She was my cat, but then of course I grew up and moved away, and she still stayed there, and then she wasn't my cat anymore. She was my brother's cat. What's with that? I have been the recipient of several cats from my darling daughter. She lives in Germany, and I got 4 cats. I had birds, lots of birds. So I had to stop feeding the birds. But one at a time, the fisher out there disposed of the cats. And now I have birds again. Yep, my dogs have always been my best friends. Yeah, Chucky was an awesome dog. And before, we had a mountain dog, a Bernese mountain dog. He was tied in a yard somewhere, and I went there, and I saw him tied, and I was like, oh, how sad. And they gave him to me. He had been instructed, if he went around a tree when you were walking him, he would unwind himself and then come with you. He was a really good dog. And he was so loving, and he would just come up and jump in your car. And I think that's what happened to him. He just disappeared one day. He was a healthy, wonderful dog. I think I tied him out by the turkey shed one night. And the next day, I must have untied him the next day, but he never came back. I don't know what happened to him. I imagine he went down to the road, and somebody stopped and opened the door, and he got in. He was that kind of a dog. That's what I've always imagined happened to him. But Chucky, he was here for a long time. He was also somebody else's dog who needed to find a place for him, and so we took him. He was part wolf, part German Shepherd, part wolf. He was a lovely dog. He had long, very soft hair. I bet there's videos in here of Chucky. There are. That's right. The cat from next door came in. No, that wasn't Chucky. That was Lily. There was a dog next door, and we had the cat, Mao. She was the last of the 4 black cats. Except I think one of them was calico or orange. Uh-oh. Why is it saying the battery is low? Because it's plugged in. Shouldn't be low. Is it because it's getting hot? What is the problem? I don't know. So shall we have another tune? Let me see if I can remember. Oh Lord my God. How great. No. How great I can't do that one. How great the Well, I've butchered it. That's what happens is I can't get one note and then I can't remember what the note was supposed to sound like. The hardest part of baking sourdough bread is waiting for it to cool. I used to make sourdough bread. Do you have a starter? And you can only use half of the starter and the rest you give away. I used to have whole wheat flour in water on top of the fridge. And I would just stir it every day and it would ferment. And then I would use it. I just use a certain amount of it for my sourdough. I also used it for tanning a hide. Oh, wouldn't that be good to play that song? Kangaroo, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Those are really all over the place. What is that? They're ES44ACs. What does that mean? Yes, my starter's name is Gretchen. Ah, very good. Very good. I have to get off of all these things again. I've been eating so much peanut butter and dates and chips, and I'm getting big. I've gained more than 5 pounds. I got to get rid of it. I got to get it off before it just stays, because it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's no end to getting bigger. Let me tell you that. I've been there, done that. Okay, what's another one? How about sunrise? I don't know. I'll just play around and see what I get. I didn't ever clean out my bread bowl, so there was always a lot of yeast in it. Yeah, it's very fattening. Yep, I know. So are chips. Potato chips and corn chips. But I can eat all those other things. I'm gonna plant those dandelion. Remember that dandelion head? I'm gonna plant them in my beds up here. And I'm also going to put a little dirt on the sunflower seeds that are there, that are chopped off, and see if more of them sprout that never did sprout before. And I'm going to put more romaine lettuces in between the ones that are there. I never used to measure. I used water, wheat, and yeast, and I made the most awesome bread. That's all it was. I ground my wheat before I used it. Just water, wheat, and yeast, and it was so good, and it needed salt. But salt inhibits the rising of yeast, so I didn't put salt in it. I always get worried mine is rotten and will poison me. Nah, I don't think you can get poisoned by that, do you? I don't know. Meats, you know, if you get an E. coli growing or something, but so if it was eggs in there, then maybe it would. I don't know. You can usually smell it. Things usually don't smell right, and they don't taste right. Do you remember that one? I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Oh, my baby's so proud of me. I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. were the days. I used to make bread every Monday. I make 4 big loaves. Sourdough has come back in, since the pandemic. It's interesting, all these things that, it's important. Use it up, wear it up. Use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. That's such an awesome saying, don't you think? I love bread, but I have tummy issues and I have not been able to eat store-bought bread. That was Linda. Yes, indeed. I don't get it does bloat. Yeah, I do get bloated with it. But the worst is that my back goes out. My back goes out. And everything hurts a bit. It's not good. It's not as bad as milk, but... You remember that, eh? Yeah, I made this one, a series of 4, maybe it was 4 or something, bread making videos on how to make Tassajara bread. And I think one of them is lost. After the initial making of sourdough starter, I just feed it with organic white flour and water. Organic white flour and water. I remember somebody gave me some, it was called Friendship Starter or something like that. You were supposed to give it away because you could only use half of it in a loaf or in a batch or something. I don't know. I probably used it all. Why throw it away if I didn't always have somebody to give it to. I like just fiddling around on here and something shows up and then I start playing it. love playing the violin. I like talking to you and just playing. This is good. This is the way I like to play, where I'm just picking out things and playing a bit of this and a bit of that. That was Ash Grove. I forgot I knew that one. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we finally caught the British in the town of New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept it coming. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We fired once more and I don't have the right tune there. Okay, Google, play on YouTube Music.
Playing some music on YouTube Music.
Okay, Google, stop. What is it called? In 1814, we took a little trip? Or the British in New Orleans. Okay, Google, on YouTube Music, play in 1814, we took a little trip down the Mississippi to the whatever.
Sure. The Battle of New Orleans by Johnny
That's it.
Horton.
The Battle
Here it
of
is
New
on
Orleans.
YouTube Music.
That's Dixie, isn't it?
In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the
Mighty Mississippi.
We took
A little bacon and we took a little beans and we finally got
the British in a town in New Orleans. We fired our
guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
We looked down the river and we see the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. They stepped so high and they made the bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton bales, didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Old Hickory said we could take them by surprise if we didn't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. We held our fire till we see their faces well. Then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them well. We fired our guns
And the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. I like this song. Then they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where the rabbits couldn't go. They ran so fast that the rabbits couldn't catch them. From the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
We fired our cannon till the barrel melted down. So we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind. And when we touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind. We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more, they began to run
Down the Mississippi and the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, they ran through the briars
And they ran through the brambles and they ran through the
bushes where the rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them.
down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. I can't play with it because this is not tuned to the same. It's not in C, it's in whatever it's in. Okay, Google, stop. In 1814, we took a little trip down the Mississippi, down along with Colonel Jackson to the mighty Mississippi. Wait a minute, wasn't wasn't he a Confederate leader? Colonel Jackson, this was the Revolutionary War, right? 1776. I'm a daughter of the American Revolution, DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution. But I didn't show him my stuff yet, so it doesn't. It was 60 here today in Olympia, and I visited my husband, and we went outside and enjoyed the sunshine. Wow, I bet. 60, that's like it's going to be spring, right? It is spring. 60, things must be greening up. Wait a minute. Oh, the Waltons? So that reminded you of... So which one reminded you of the Waltons? Was that... Was in 1814 we took a little trip. When I was traveling, I wanted to learn a song from each state. Along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans. The Waltons. Now, do they own Walmart? Is that who owns it? The little bacon and we took a little beans. like that one, but I don't think I've got it right. We fired our guns and the British kept a-comin'. There wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't. No, oh, they ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. No, that's not right. Well, I'll do what I know. I've got the wrong note there. That's not right, is it? Coming. Is that right? And then it doesn't go up to here. Oh well. Okay out there, Rose? Are you watching this on your big screen? And we'll all have and we'll kill the old red rooster when she comes. Oh, we'll kill the old red rooster when she comes. Oh, we'll all kill the old red rooster. Kill the old red rooster. Oh, we'll kill the old red rooster when she comes. And we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. And we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. And we'll all have chicken and dumplings. Oh, all chicken and dumplings. Oh, we'll all have chicken and dumplings when she comes. That's getting, my shoulders are a little bit hurting. You know what? I think it's time for me to go and watch television. I'm gonna watch Frankie and Grace. Grace and Frankie. You know, if I hadn't joined the church 40 years ago, 45 years ago, I would still be, I'm Frankie, and I would still be like Frankie, but thank heavens I have the gospel of Jesus Christ. But she and I, my gosh, it's like watching myself. What a woman. She's fun. She's so much fun. And her children, the names she gave her children, Coyote and who can even pronounce that name? Who knows what it meant? It was fun, wasn't it, Tracy? Thanks for coming up from Mississippi. You're in Mississippi, right? Yes. No. Missouri. No, you're in Mississippi. Tracy Cook used to be Tracy Green, Mississippi. Yep. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. What's that steamroller thing? Ring around the rosy. Okay. Ring around the rose. Ring around, pocket full of posies. Tish, all fall down. I don't remember the tune of it, the song. Wait a minute, what does it say? Very good show. Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Tissue, tissue, we all fall down. You know what that was about, eh? It was about the bubonic plague. Hi, Leanne. I've been around. I've been around the block and back. I went to church. And I gave a lesson, and then I came home and I gave you the lesson. Did you read your lesson? It's called The Greatest Possession. And then I made a little video on... I made some cat repellent. Had to ask Google what it was. She helped me out. And so I put in I made eucalyptus oil and lavender in water, and I sprayed it all around outside so that cat won't come and eat my birds. You're welcome. This has been a very nice time. Let's do this again, shall we? This is good. Then I get to play the violin and make a video and entertain you guys so you can, we can hang out. I like it. I want to play some of those Beatles music. Hey Jude. And then what? Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Oh well. I got that much of it. You're outside in the moonlight watching the video. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a moony night, eh? I love moony nights. Is it still horsetail they used on the bow? Yes, I think so. See how few there are? Look at that poor violin bow. It's supposed to have many more strings than that. Indeed, indeed. It's getting kind of see-through there. That's what you get for 20 bucks. I think it's about time that I invested in a $25 bow. Actually, I think my last one was 30 bucks. This is in bad shape. But it works, and if I didn't have this bow, it wouldn't work at all. So I'm going to use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. I really like leaving my violin up in this room because it's not losing its tune. If I keep it downstairs, it gets hot and cold in there, and it messes up my violin. I can't believe that there's a flower blooming in here. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. I had 50 of these once. I've had window boxes all along the outside of the house. Do you remember the window boxes? Are they on the videos? They must be. I remember that. I timed myself once to see how long it took to make a window box, and I think it was 20 minutes. I wondered if I could do it in 10 minutes, and it took 20. It's amazing how short amount of time things take. You know, you think, oh, I don't want to do that. It's a big job. But actually, if you time yourself, some jobs are so quick. Like putting the screws in the top of this room where it's going to hang all that stuff. It's probably going to take me half an hour or so. Probably get up on that ladder. I'd probably find that right spot in 30 seconds, 15 seconds. And then I would have my drill and I would drill a hole. And then I would put the screw in. I could probably do a screw. It'd probably take 1.5 minutes to put a screw in. But you know, part of procrastinating is the more you think about it, the longer you procrastinate to a certain extent, the better your ideas are on how to fix it, right? And how to do it. So I've got it all organized in my mind, and it's like everything is created spiritually before it's created physically. So once you've gone through it in your mind, so what did you say? I'm so happy I got my grandma's old electric organ. I want to plug it in tomorrow and play around. Wow, do you play the organ? How fun, Leanne. Wow. That's awesome. Well, shall we have a closing prayer? I mean, we didn't start with an opening prayer, and it is getting to be the end of the day. And I like praying with you guys because then I don't forget to do it. So, you've never played, but I'm going to learn. Wow, good job. Good job. That's how you learn. You learn one note at a time. Willem used to play the organ at church, and he had to always be looking at his feet to see which pedals he was using. I guess his feet were pretty wide. But I look at the pedals before I play when I'm weaving. Oh, I miss weaving. I have to just sit there and put those threads in. Maybe I should say I'm going to do 10 threads every day. And of course, you won't just do 10. You'll probably sit there for a long time. And do 30. Maybe 50. It's only 100. Yeah, trying. That's awesome. That's great. I started my violin at 52. And some of those songs were pretty good, weren't they? Some of them were easy. Some of them, I just can't hear the right note. I can't find the right note. And then when I can't find the note, I can't hear the note after it because I've lost the whole thing. I've done too many notes. I've tried too many notes, and then I'm too confused about what the note was supposed to be. That's when it's helpful to have music written down. But I don't want to be dependent on music anymore. I want to be able to just pick it up and play a song I know because I know the tune. Okay, prayer time. It's cool you subscribe to the channel. That's really good. There's such great stuff on there. President Nelson is so sweet. I'm getting better, aren't I? Of course, I have been playing it off and on since I was 52, and I'm now 64. 64, do you realize? No, I'm 66. In 4 years, I'll be 70. I was like, it was going to be really weird when I turned 60. Like, whoa, I'm one of them now? I'm old? Now I'm 66, and I had a friend that was 70 when I said I'm 60, and she was like, oh, if only I were 60 again. You know, she was 70. Anyway, Willem's 72. We are getting old. It's weird to get old. I mean, we're approaching the end, like the next great adventure. What if he leaves before me? Like some of you have lost people before. I like him. I want him to hang around, even though he is always over there on his computer. He's so nice to me. Oh, I believe it. Oh, I believe it. And I can imagine that it's really hard to listen to some of this stuff. I wasn't playing by ear. I was playing by the notes, and I thought I knew where the notes were by the position of my fingers. But now I have learned to listen to the notes and to hear when they're right and when they're not. Yeah, it was pretty bad. My kids, I found a song I really liked, and I started playing it, and it sounded so horrible. And my kids would not tell me the name of another song when I wanted to know it. I'm not telling you that. No, I don't want you wrecking it. Anyway, so let's have a prayer, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much that we've had so much fun tonight, and that we've been able to have this lively music, and that I was able to hit some of the right notes, and I think it sounded pretty good. And thank you for my friendship with all these nice ladies. I'm so grateful that this avenue has been opened up, because it is a lonely world in February in the woods, in the snow, in the winter. It's really nice to be with friends. And we're so grateful for this beautiful day and the moony night and the sunny day. And we're grateful for our warmth when it snows outside. We're grateful that we have the internet and that we can do things like this, and that we don't have to have cable and just wait until shows come on that we like. And we're so grateful for this day, that we live in these days, these last days when the weather is changing and when the world is in commotion. Please bless us that we may be an influence for good, and that we might spread joy and smiles and be the sunshine on rainy days or cloudy February days. And bless us in the efforts that we make to try and improve ourselves and to learn new things. Bless Leanne that she will be able to easily grasp the organ playing, and that her love for it will push her through all of the wrong notes that will be part of her life for a while. And thank you for getting me through those very bad notes. And thank you for all the things that we've been able to learn as we've tried. And thank you for improvement, that we actually can improve and that we can learn. Thank you for all thy love for us and thy acceptance of us and helping us to love ourselves. And we're so grateful for the Savior, that we don't have to feel guilty about stuff after we've realized, and that the guilt will bring us back to thee, and that we can start over again and smarten up. And we like to ask that thou will bless those out there in the world that are having a hard time with the pandemic, whether it's being sick or being tired of it. Bless them all, that they will have hope, and that they will have joy and happiness, and that the contention that's out there in the world it would be nice if it would subside. I know that that's probably not what's going to happen, but we like to ask that we might have peace and that others might have peace. And please bless Susan and her heart, and bless Timmy and her diabetes and other things, and all those who listen and are part of our group, that they will be blessed in whatever they need. And bless us all with strength to face whatever trials we're in and whatever trials come tomorrow. And bless us with promptings, that we may look forward to finding out what thou wilt prompt us with and what good ideas thou wilt give us. And bless us as we sleep, that we'll have a lovely sleep. And these things we pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. So I'll say good night. Good night. Talk to you tomorrow. And remember, you can do this at home. Results may differ. Bye-bye.